I'm going to spend today making big batches of pasta sauce and pizza sauce and then divide it up and freeze it in preparation for the upcoming holiday season. But then I found a recipe online for the seasoning, so I decided I would make the dry mix and put it in a jar in my cabinet to save space in the freezer and try something new. I got this recipe from the Homestead fam on social media, so let's give it a try. I'm going to make two slight alterations to their recipe, but I'll tell you. First one is their recipe calls for 1/3 cup of sugar. I'm using just under 1/3 cup. And then to that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of dried oregano, 2 tablespoons of dried parsley, and there was a fly, let's get rid of that, 2 tablespoons of dried basil, 4 teaspoons of onion powder, and make sure it's the powder and not the salt. And then to that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of rosemary, 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm using coarse Celtic salt because that's what I have on hand. And then their recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm going to use about 1.5 teaspoons. And that's it. You're just going to give this a really good stir and then put it in whatever jar you want to store it in. And this does make a really good sized batch of this seasoning. And you'll use it the same as you would any other seasoning. It's 1 tablespoon per 1 pint of tomato sauce. So this is plenty. We'll use whatever we need while all the kids are home for Thanksgiving, and then I'll send some home with my daughter. And then I'm just going to give it a good shake, make a little label, and now I'm just going to put this in my cupboard with all my other dry seasonings in preparation. Enjoy!